Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. It's October 5th, I believe, and we are doing Request Monday today. And before that, we'd like to send one shout out to Zoe Genevieve Farragon. She's turning 11 years old today. 11, yikes. Zoe is the daughter of Jen and Bob Farragon. And Jen is the daughter of Dave and Barb Seacrest, our friends in San Mateo. And we would like to wish all of them a happy Monday, and especially a happy birthday to Zoe. And that's it for the shout outs. We have a very special Request Monday today. If you remember correctly, last week or a week and a half or so ago, on September 22nd, Dick Stanley passed away, father of Eileen Conway, our cousin, and grandfather to Danny and Annie and Jay. And Eileen asked me if I would sing a couple of songs for Dick, and I said, of course, because was a wonderful man. And Eileen picked a couple that have special meaning for Dick. Dick was 91 when he passed, and he was married to his wife Rita for 57 years. That's pretty incredible, 57 years together. And this first tune that she asked me to do is called Harbor Lights, and it was written in 1937 by a fellow named Hugh Williams, and lyrics by Jimmy Kennedy. And it was first performed by Frances Langford in 1937, and there were also versions by Vera Lynn, Guy Lombardo, Bing Crosby, Elvis did a version, the Ink Spots, Lawrence Welk, Willie Nelson did a version, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Engelbert Humperdinck. So it's been well played over the years. The version I remember is from the Platters from 1960. I was 11 years old. I remember hearing it on the radio. And the Platters were big in the 50s, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Only You. Anyway, the version that she remembers was the Sammy Kaye and his big band version that Dick and Rita would dance to at the dance halls. And she said that her dad proposed to her mom while he was in the service. He was in the Navy on a destroyer in the Korean War. And she said that he proposed to Rita from the front. They were getting ready to go into battle, and he was afraid he might not make it out. So he was, they were at the bar, wherever that might have been, and he was drunk, so drunk his buddy had to hold him up, and he proposed to her over the phone. And I think she accepted.
I was going to say, somewhere along the line,
I think she accepted, yes. And so the rest is history. So this is their song, Harbor Lights. I saw the harbor lights, they only told me we were parting. The same old harbor lights that once brought you to me. I watched the harbor lights. How could I help if tears were starting? Goodbye to tender nights beside the silvery sea. I long to hold you near and kiss you just once more. But you were on the ship and I was on the shore. Now I know lonely nights, for all the while my heart is whispering. Some other harbor lights will steal your love from me. I long to hold you near and kiss you just once more. You were on the ship and I was on the shore. Now I know lonely nights, and all the while my heart is whispering. Some other harbor lights will steal your love from me. That's the Harbor Lights.
That's a great song to be yours.
It is a great song to be your song, for sure.
I picture some guy singing it into a microphone that's as big as his head.
Yeah, Rudy Dally, megaphone.
Yeah, or one of those big,
One of the giant ones, yeah.
yeah, round ones.
Absolutely. So that was Harbor Lights. This next song that Eileen requested for Dick is from Johnny Cash. And apparently Dick was a big Johnny Cash fan and a big country music fan. And so this one, Dick's full name was Clarence Richard Stanley Jr. And Dick hated the Clarence, and he hated, actually the word Eileen used is despised, the name Clarence and the name Jr. So everything that he did was his driver's license, all of his paperwork, everything was C. Richard Stanley. C. period Richard Stanley. He hated Clarence, hated Jr., got rid of them early, and then he went by Dick. And so apparently his dad at some point started to go by Dick as well, even though he was Clarence Richard Sr., and it really pissed Dick off that his dad decided to change to Dick as well. And so this song had special meaning for Dick because he hated his name so much. And I'm going to try to get through this one. There's a lot of words.
Oh heavens.
Huh?
Oh heavens.
Oh,
a lot of
heavens.
words.
A lot of words. A lot of words. And it's an iconic tune from Johnny Cash. I think he recorded it live at Folsom or San Quentin, one of those prison records. It was a huge hit. And it's A Boy Named Sue. Held special meaning for Dick. So we're sending this one out to Eileen and Dan and their kids, and also all of Dick's, the rest of his family and his friends. I know they miss him terribly, as do we. And this is A Boy Named Sue. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3. Didn't leave much to Ma and me, just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from a lot of folks, and it seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red, some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head, and I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen. I'd roam from town to town to hide my shame. But I made a vow to the moon and stars that I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man who gave me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town, my throat was dry. I thought I'd stop and have myself a brew at an old saloon on a street of mud. There at a table, dealing studs, sat the dirty, mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that steak was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. Well, he was big and bent, gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you're gonna die." Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes. He went down, but to my surprise, he come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and gouging in the mud and the blood in the beer. I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. Kicked like a mule, bit like a crocodile. Heard him laugh, I heard him cuss. Went for his gun, I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. Said, "Son, this world is rough. And if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die. It's the name that helped to make you strong. Said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue." I got all choked up, threw down my gun, and I called him Pa, and he called me his son. Came away with a different point of view. And I think about him every now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Clarence, or Fred, or Dick. But anything but Sue. I still hate that name. That's a boy named Sue. For Clarence Richard Stanley Jr. So that's your request Monday, and we will see y'all tomorrow for another Tuesday. And until that happens, stay safe and keep well, and wear your mask, be kind to each other, and keep on the sunny side, and rest in peace, Dave. Bye-bye.